Hello, how are we doing? Obviously, no UFC this week, but 165 Superlek versus Takereu is going to be happening tomorrow, I believe. So I'm just going to do my quick predictions here for the card. So starting off, we have the first fight of the night, which is Hayaruba Minowal versus Gustavo Balart. Now, Gustavo Balart, if you don't know, is a 4'11" Cuban. He's literally 4'11". He is tiny, 60-inch reach. He is a small man. He is very small, but he's very good. He's powerful. He's very explosive. He's that sort of Yoel Romero type. Yoel Romero type Cuban. Like he'll just randomly explode on you. Like he is very good. He's a good fighter. But he is very tiny. But also the guy he's fighting is also a guy who's fought at 115 pounds before. So, he's not a big bloke himself. And he's coming off quite a few losses. I do worry about this pick. Just because, obviously, when you're that small, it is a bit worrying when you are that much of a small fella for fighting, Because he is good. But we've seen with big reach disadvantages like this, like he's always going to have a big reach disadvantage. But Haribo Minowa coming off 2 losses. But Jared Brooks is, there's no shame in losing to Jared Brooks, but then all of his other wins are all split decisions. So he does make a lot of his fights close. But he is a very good fighter, and so is Balart. This is a generally really hard fight to pick. Balart is very good, but, 6-inch reach disadvantage. And this guy's 5'3", but he's like 4 inches taller, which is crazy to see. But, I might actually go for the upset here. I think I'm actually gonna take Hiroba Minowa here. I could definitely be wrong. I do like Gustavo. Oh, actually, sorry. This was the one fight I was like, fuck. I don't know which way I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna just because he's more of a grappler. Just because Minowa is a bit more of a grappler, and it is harder to get on like a smaller fella. Just because he's not going to be shooting in, it's going to be hard to get to his legs and everything. I actually am going to take Gustavo Balart here. Sorry for that last minute switch up. But yeah, I am going to take Gustavo Balart here. I just think with him being so much smaller, it's going to benefit him against a grappler on the level of Haribo here. So I'm going to take Gustavo Balart, and I'm going to take him to get this one done by decision. Most of the time it is going to be a decision with this guy, so I'm going to go decision. Then we have Bokang Masoon versus Kyoto Yamakita. I don't really know much about either of these guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do remember that this guy did lose to Jared Brooks. I did watch that fight. But outside of that, I haven't really seen much of him. He's very explosive. He is very good. Losing to Jared Brooks is no shame in that. Jared Brooks is generally a very good fighter. He is very underrated. Should still be in the UFC in my opinion. But he got cut during that whole flyweight siege where we didn't know if the flyweight division was going to go on or not, but then Cejudo won and saved the division. Wow, every fucking man and his dog has a win over Alex Silva, right? Now both of these guys are very good. Don't really know too much about Kyoto Yamanika. Fought a lot of his fights in Pancrase, so I haven't really watched many of his fights. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is really I'm just going to go with Bokan Masoon just because I know more about him. Then we have Raid Opanik, the Serbian, versus Araj Azipor. I'm going to take Raid here. I have watched him fight. He's a very good fighter. He's Serbian. He is a beast. This guy is a beast. Lost to Guto Inasenwe. Fuck, man. My pronunciations are so bad today. I do apologize, guys. Guto Inocenti, the Brazilian fighter. He did lose to him, but he did avenge that loss, and then he's just been perfect pretty much. He did lose to Fabio Kawasai in 2016, but besides that, he's just been destroying everyone. He's much younger than the Iranian here, and the Iranian has been KO'd before. So I'm going to take Raid to get this one done. Okay, I'm just going to go through these next 2 fights really quick because I really don't know much about either of these guys. I'm going to go with... Oh, man, this is a hard one because I generally... A lot of these guys I don't know, right? I watch most of these cards, but a lot of these guys seem like, I haven't really watched them fight before. Wow, this guy fought Demetrius Johnson. I didn't even know that. Okay, I'm gonna take Danny Kindgad here. I think he can take a decision. It really sounds like I'm talking at my ass here, so I do apologize. Wow, this guy fought Demetrius Johnson too. I didn't even fucking know half of this. What? I didn't even know DJ fought that many guys in one. I thought it was like he fought like 2 guys and then he just went straight to fighting Adrian Martins like 100 times. Okay, then moving on to the next fight. Like I said, Intushi Hirata versus Asuka Moira. I'm just going to go flip a coin here. This is a women's bout. I don't know either of these fighters. I'm going to go with Hirata here. And okay, now moving on to some fights I actually know these guys in, okay? So I do apologise for that. Very unprofessional. But Gary Tonin versus Martin Nugent. I'm going to take Gary Tonin here. Martin Nugent, he's been on a bit of a rough go of things lately. He did win his last fight, but like besides that, he's getting chinned, getting subbed. Oh no, getting chinned again. He's just getting chinned a lot. I know that when you look at it, yeah, he's getting chinned, but he's not really getting subbed. But I do think Gary Tonin's actually really good. I know he got brutally KO'd in one of his fights. I think it was against Fan Lee, who Fan Lee's a beast. I really do think Gary Tonin's going to get this one done. He is pretty good. Very. I mean, we all know about the jiu-jitsu of Gary Tonin, right? He's competed against Gordon Ryan in the past. He is just he's very good. He's got very good heel hooks and stuff like that. I don't know if he's going to do that again, because obviously he did get chinned by Fan Lee last time he did go for heel hooks. So I think maybe he's going to, smarten up a little bit here, not just go for heel hooks and then get bashed his head into the canvas. Obviously, we haven't really seen too much of his striking. The times he has won with his striking, it's been all ground and pound, but he's decently competent on the feet. Obviously, Martin Nugent's going to be the much better striker, but I'm going to take Gary Tonin. I think he's going to wrap up a submission somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but he's going to do it, I feel like. Then we have Marat Grigorian versus Sinchawao Sitsong Panong. This guy, if I remember correctly, these guys have fought like 100 fucking times. So it really is it really is hard to pick who's going to win this time because they fought so many times. But looking at it, the last time they fought, Marat won, but Sinchai has won a few of them as well. I think he's won more of them actually. So I'm going to take, just to even it out, I'm going to take what's Marat Gregorian been up to lately, by the way? Let's check. Okay, I'm going to go Marat Gregorian. This could go either way, but I'm going to take him here. He's pretty good. They're both really good. Like, they fought so many fucking times. It's like, who do you even pick at this point? So I'm gonna go with Gregorian here. Then we have a really weird fight between Sexyama Yoshira Akiyama versus Nikki Holtzen, where it's like a custom rules bout. First round's boxing, I believe. Second round's kickboxing or Muay Thai. And then the third round's just pure MMA. I don't think it's going to go to the third round, which is disappointing. I would have loved to have seen what Nikki Holtzen's got for him in the MMA department. But I think this is just going to be a fucking massacre. I think this is going to be a massacre. I think Nikki Holtzen's just going to go in there and absolutely fucking tear up Sexy Armor on the feet. I think he's going to knock him out. This is not a smart fight to make for the safety. Like, Sexy Armor's 48 years old. He's 8 years older. He's a grappler. And his first fight, the first round is going to be a boxing. They should have done the first round of MMA. Because then, maybe he gets a submission or something. But then he just gets smacked up. He's probably going to get badly battered in the first. If he survives the second, he's going to have his legs teared up. And then in the third, if he makes it there, which I don't think he will, he's going to be so fucking dead. He's not going to be able to shoot takedowns. He's not going to be able to do anything of note. So I do think Nikki Holtzen's going to win this. I think he's going to win in the first round by KO in the boxing department. This is a guy I think he fought Callum Smith. I might be wrong on that. Because I know he was a boxer at one point. I know he has boxed. I think he was set to fight. I might be wrong. I think he was set to fight but Usyk, I might be wrong. I know, yeah, he did fight Callum Smith. He fought Callum Smith in 2018. Like, he's fucking good. He's not bad. Going to a decision with Callum Smith, no shame in that. Like, he's a very good striker. And I just think if this fight stays striking, which it will, 'cause the first 2 rounds are striking rounds, I think he's going to knock out Sexyama. Then we have Shinya Aoki versus Sage Northcutt. Now, I believe this is going to be Shinya Aoki's retirement fight, so this is going to be his last fight. These two have been booked against each other several times. Now it's finally happening, touch wood. And, Shinya Aoki, very good, like I say. Much older fighter at this point in his career. His chin is gone a little bit. He's been chinned a few times. Got chinned by Sexyama. Got chinned by Sagid Iskazhimayov. Got chinned by Christian Lee. Got chinned by Ben Askren, but that was ground and pound. Got chinned by Edward Foilong. Got chinned by Eddie Alvarez. He got chinned by Yusira Nakashima in a custom rules bout. He's been chinned by Heitu Sakurai. He's been chinned by Joachim Hansen. Holy fuck, his brain must fucking hurt. Got chinned by Yutaro Nakamo in 2004. So he's been getting chinned for a very long time, and he's obviously 40 years old. Sage Northcutt, 27 years old, much younger man here. Obviously, I'm not just factoring this into age. I do know what both of these guys fight. Obviously, Aoki's going to have a big grappling advantage here. You have to imagine. And I guess also, Sage Northcutt did get dropped by the Pakistani guy fought in his last fight. But I think Sage Northcutt's going to win this. Aoki, this is his retirement fight. He's taken a lot of damage. He's a lot of wear and tear. Sage Northcutt, good karate practitioner. I think he's going to knock out Aoki here. I think he is going to catch him on the chin. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for Aoki's career. He's probably going to get chinned. Maybe it'll be TKO, maybe not an out cold, but I do think Sage Northcutt is going to win this one. But yeah, should be a good fight. And then we have a grappling match between Cade Ratola versus Tommy Langaker. I'm not going to really give much say into this. I'm going with Cade Ruotolo. I think that's how you say his name. I apologize. I think he'll win. This kid's a beast. Then we have Superlek versus Takereu Sagawa. I'm gonna go with Takereu here. This is kickboxing. Obviously, Superlek is a fucking beast. He's a very good Thai fighter, good Muay Thai fighter. But this is going to be in kickboxing. This is Takereu's domain. And the only time, I guess he has lost twice, but his last loss was to Tenshin Nasukawa. Really good kickboxer. That's all. Really good kickboxer. I didn't get to watch that, obviously, because that fight was, banned if you went in Japan for some reason, so it was really hard to watch. I did watch some highlights of it afterwards, though. And, Takereu is very good. I've seen a lot of people picking him against Teshin. He's a very good kickboxer. This guy's fucking one of the best kickboxers in the world. He just destroys people. And, when you're Superlek, who's a very good striker, you're getting rid of a lot of your key assets. You can't, you can't elbow, you can't use the clinch. It really does, take back a lot of your game. And plus, also on the other side, this was meant to be Rodtang in this fight, but Rodtang injured his fucking shoulder and had surgery fucking 5 weeks before the fight. But they only announced the replacement 2 weeks after. It was clear he wasn't going to fight, so that was really weird. But I do think Takereu's going to win this fight. I horribly apologize. I am horrible with the pronunciation, so I do apologize. I hope I haven't offended anyone with my pronunciations. This is why I don't break too many 1FC cards, because I'm horrible with pronouncing a lot of these, Eastern Asian, Southeast Asian names, even some of the, other foreigners as well. I'm just very bad with pronunciation, so I do apologize with that. But I do think Takereu's going to win this. Big kickboxing advantage here. Obviously, if this was a Muay Thai bout, it'd be a different story. But Superlek's coming into his world, and I think Takereu's going to win this, and hopefully he can get some more fights because ONE FC has been fucking him over quite a lot. The man hasn't got to fight. The man really wants to fight, but they've just been fucking him over. But anyway, they're my predictions. Sorry, this is like a bit of an unprofessional video. Normally I do tons of research on fights and stuff like that, but it is a lot harder to find research on all of these guys because they fight in the East. Obviously, a lot of these promotions, you can't really find many clips of them outside of ONE. So I do apologise if it sounds I'm being very unprofessional, but I've watched some of these guys fight, so I'm just going off what I've seen. Obviously, for UFC cards and everything like that, I put 100% research into it, so don't think I'm taking easy ways out here or being lazy. But anyway, yeah, that's all I've got to say, so thank you. Let me know your predictions in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you like this video, and cheers. Peace.